and we begin with breaking news and new information on the motorcycle accident we told you about earlier this week. It happened around 6:30 on Christmas night at the intersection of Market and 10th Streets in Wilmington. The police department released this morning that 29-year-old Jason Touchton died in the hospital from his injuries. He was driving the motorcycle that collided with a dirt bike. Two kids on the dirt bike, one 10 and the other 14 years old, had minor injuries. A second motorcyclist nearby lost control and also suffered minor injuries. The accident is still under investigation.